Hi. How y'all doing? I'm trying to adjust this shit so I can be in frame. I'm in traffic right now, and I was gonna turn the video vertical, but like, y'all just let me live. Let me live, okay? So I'm gonna tell y'all about the day. I'm gonna give y'all a couple of updates, give y'all a little, you know what I'm saying, a little tea here and there. I'm really trying to, okay, I'm trying to be in frame of the video. So, wanted a date, and unfortunately, it was underwhelming. I'm not gonna lie. I was considering like just doing like putting this in the end of the other video, but since it's Pride Month, I'm trying to get my videos up this month. I gotta give y'all the contents. So, drove to the city. Before that, I was doing like everything but head to the city. My mom's asking me to take her somewhere. Then she's asking me to do this favor, drop this off, blah, 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 to some friend or some shit. And I'm just like, I didn't want to do all this shit. Like, bro, it's what I hate doing favors, and I need to be somewhere. Like, it'd be clashing. But I still made it relatively on time. I set the date for 9 o'clock, and I got there at 9:09. So I don't think that's too bad. Yeah, so met the guy. She was chill. I will say off the bat that he was underdressed, and personally for me, like, I don't like that. Like, I feel like I don't know, maybe if this is like me or something, but I just feel like I want to see you put in effort. And then if I'm not seeing that, like, I just feel like, is this gonna be how you are like the whole time? Like, that's what you're gonna give me all the time? Like, so for me, I don't know. I didn't like that. He on like just a pink shirt, little fanny pack, kind of like sweatpants-ish. Like, it just didn't really look like put together, and not trying to be like a fashion critique girly, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really not trying to be like that. But my point is, dress to impress. Dress to motherfucking impress. Like, I don't want to see you wear something that you just roll out of bed with. You know, basically, because I'm like, that's kind of what it looked like. That's what it was given. So I was just like, nah, not feeling that. You know, he was a little bit of a little queen, little yes God, top, like very much that energy. But like I said in the previous video, I went into it with zero expectations, and I'm going to do that with everyone moving forward until I'm successful, basically. But I went into it with no expectation, because it's just like, I didn't want to like go into it, because then I might create like these negative preconceived notions about this person that I didn't meet yet. So it's just like, I didn't want to do all that. But overall, he was cute. He was handsome. I'm not gonna lie. He was handsome, real pretty. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, oh, like he's aware. But you know, there's just certain things that for me I can't get past. I'm not gonna be able to get past. It's just hard for me. Like the underdressing, I feel like sometimes he was just a little bit too much, and I'm just like, we're supposed to be chill on a chill little date, and I just feel like, I would like him to be a little bit more calm, but like I said, everybody's gonna come in different doses, so that's what you're gonna get usually when you're dating, especially in the community. Like, you're gonna meet the queens, you're gonna meet the butch, you're gonna meet, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna meet everybody, and I wanna be able to not judge somebody just off what I prefer, versus let me analyze this person, let me dissect, let me really scope out the scenario. You know what I'm saying? So overall, I did like the date. The food was kind of bland, I'm not gonna lie. I had got like salmon and like pasta, but the food wasn't really doing what it needed to be doing. And I felt like for the price point, they could have added some seasoning, some sazon on that bitch. It is what it is. But unfortunately, I will not be hitting this person up back. I think the last text was just like, hey, got home safe. I was like, oh my god, great. And then that was it. And I think it's mutual because he didn't text me about it all day either. So I was like, okay, cool. I think we're both on the same page. And I did tell him he did kind of underdress. And I'm not in like a mean way, but I was just like, you know, we're kind of giving like final thoughts on each other at the end of the day. Like, it's like, what was your impression? And then he was like, well, this is my impression of you. And he told me, he's like, I'm way cuter than my pictures. And I was just like, I almost coughed, laughed to death, bitch, because I was just like, that was a funny answer. Because I don't really know what to really take of my pictures when I post online. They're kind of just like okay, here's a picture of me. I don't really be knowing what they be giving, so I guess they don't really be giving like that. Because he was like, no, you're way handsome in person. I was like, oh shit, like, you gassing me up. But there was just like one thing I really want to talk about was that I just know I couldn't get past was finances. I know for sure, and I know for now, that I need to be with somebody that got their money in order. Like, I can't do a struggle bus. I'm sorry. I don't know. Some may say it's superficial. Some may say that there's other things to life and all these things, but I'm not saying I need a millionaire. I'm not saying I need you to be making just mad bread every year, but I need to meet somebody that has their head screwed onto their shoulders properly, especially when it comes to finance, because we were talking about a couple things, and this is why I love going on dates too, because like, you get a lot of information, and it really does let you know whether or not you want to choose to move forward with this person or not. Because he was talking about living with his mom, and that's okay. A lot of people live with their parents. I only recently moved out like a few months ago, so I'm like, I'm not here to tell nobody how to live their life, and my life ain't really like all that put together right now either. So like, who am I to really sit there and put that judgment on somebody? But one thing that did really like stick out to me was how he like talked about money. First of all, he said $900 a lot of money, and I was like, what do you mean? He was, and I'm talking about directing this towards rent. Like, he was saying like, if his mom moves or something, he can get his mom apartment, blah 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 blah. But then he was saying, you know, that's a lot of money to rent for him to pay off, and the rent was $900. Now, y'all, in this economy, $900, and it was, mind you, it was a three bedroom apartment. My only thing is, I was telling my friend, I was like, it was in East New York. She was like, oh, that makes sense, like, that's East New York. But I was like, even like the worst places in New York City are not even places charging over $1,000 for a 1 bedroom. Like, over 1,000 easy. So I just feel like 900 is a steal, even if you're in the worst of the worst. That's just my opinion. But I feel like that's factually backed too by statistics of New York City. But I could be wrong. Hey. But overall, my opinion, I still stand on that, because I'm just like, how is $900 a lot of money? Mind you, this is why I feel like I need somebody with a head screwed on, because he was talking about buying a house from his aunt in Jersey. So I was like, you gonna buy a house from your aunt, you gonna be paying a mortgage. The mortgage gonna be way more money than $900 a month. I was like, whoa, he not really thinking clearly about all this. And at that point, I was like, oh, I knew. Cause what I'm gonna do with that? We gonna shoot it together? I can't. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that's super important to me. Is like knowing somebody that knows how to handle their money. And then another thing, oh my god, all right. Like, and I promise I'm not trying to like roast this person. It's just like I'm trying to like get my point across, right? Another thing, okay, so I was like, you live with your mom? Okay, cool. And then he like, so I was like, oh, so like you help with your mom and stuff? And he's like, yeah, I help pay like the cable bill. It's like $200. So I was like, oh, that's all you be paying at home? Oh, bet. So you must got money in the bank. And I gotta figure all these things out. So I was like, oh, you must have money in the bank now, because you must be saving up all your money. He's like, oh, no. I was like, no. What do you mean, no? You pay $200 a month. You're a year younger than me. Like, what do you mean, no? He's like, times are hard, all these things. And I was just like, wow. Like, times are hard, right? They are hard. I will never take that away from anybody. Why are you honking? What are we honking for? Times are hard, y'all. I get it. Really and truly, I do. But it couldn't be as hard as somebody that's paying $200 for the cable bill and ain't got no money in the bank. That to me is ludicrous. Cause what? I was like, did I hear that properly? You ain't got no money in the bank. And I don't want to sound like a gold digger or nothing, like a pocket watcher. But like I said, finances is important. Like I said, I just want to be with somebody that just knows how to keep themselves up and just gonna like do what they gotta do. And I just felt like this wasn't gonna be the person. And it is what it is. But hopefully he'll find somebody. But it won't be me, because at that point I was just like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. But overall, I'm glad I went. I haven't been on a date in like months. So maybe I'll plan another one with somebody. We'll see how that goes. And yeah, it's just, I think it's trial and error. You gotta see who's feeling you, who's not. And I'm trying to meet people outside of the apps and stuff, like Tinders and Facebooks and Jacks and the Grinders. I'm trying to meet people in person too, and try to do things organically. Like, this girl invited me to like a Pride paint and sip around my job. I was like, okay, that's cool. I'm down. I'll probably go. So, I'm just trying to put myself out there and see where things go. So I'm going to end the video here. I don't want to make this any longer. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a good one. I'm going to take these shades off. And hopefully, end of the day.